Ooh. Ah, it's getting cold out. I should probably put on a little jacket or something. Let's see. I got a 6-inch and that's going to work out just fine. You know, they have these in 8-inch too, but 6-inch is going to be just fine. And I didn't really want to take a gardening shovel or something that is used to dig bulbs and stuff, because then I would dig too far down into the ground. I don't really want to dig far into the ground, let's say, because this sand is all compacted already. You see what I mean? So I'm just going to do a once over on this first, like that, and then I'll keep going all the way along here, and then I'll come back. And get my tape measure out, or I could set a brick in there flat, just like that. You know what I mean? And just use it as my guide instead of trying to shove it down in there that way. If I have a tight fit, let's say, and I can just do it that way. I don't even have to measure anything per se with the tape measure or anything. I can just do it by eyeballing it. Okay. And this sand is nice, fine sand. I wouldn't want to dig down in there and stuff, because then if you do that and you flatten it back down, it's not going to be compacted as tight as everything that's on there now. And did you know sand is 95% compaction already once you get it down there? Did you know that? I heard that years ago, and it's always stuck with me. Whenever I would use sand for something, I'd know, hey, that's pretty compacted as it is. If this was anything different, I couldn't just use dirt or anything, you know, or gravel or anything like that, obviously. Okay, so I'll keep doing that all the way, and then I'll come back and do some fine work and get it to line up. And see, even though it was, I forget what time was it when I started? It wasn't very long. And it's not going to take me that long to get this all fine, ready to put the bricks back down. Maybe 2 hours and I'll be done or so. That's my guess, total. And see, all the sand that I have left, I can then sprinkle over the top and brush it back in and get it down in there a little bit, you know? And I thought I could just, I've already kind of done a little bit of this. It's about there. And I'm just gonna hold one up. And as this curls down, they have a little tool when they float off the concrete, and it leaves just a little bit of an edge, so I can kind of see if I'm about the same all the way along here, and it looks like I am, you know, to there. And this looks like it's a little high. I'm just gonna kind of scrape a little bit more right there. I'm just gonna do it by eye. Okay. And I'll go some more here. See, that looks, anything that it still has to go down right there, and I remember it started going up, remember? And I think the tires to the car are like right in there, and then it starts going up. So after 20 years, this area here has pushed down ever so slightly, and it's kind of given an idea to spread. And so this is spread up just a hair high over here. See? I don't think it was ever exactly like that when they installed this years ago, Now, right in there, it's still up a little. I'm just gonna use my knife and just kind of scrape on it a little. Until I have it where I think I want it, along here. And on this side over here, it's kind of hard to judge. But I can take the brick and I can hold it over like that, see? And then I can see what I need to do on that side. I got to be careful with that because as I lifted it, I dug a hole in the sand already. Just by doing that. I push it back down. And I know the sand's pretty much compacted already. Okay. When I pick those up, I'll just pick them up like that and not twist them. And this side here needs to go down. And I should have paid more attention before I took the bricks out, but I think these bricks here were kind of pooched up on this line just a little bit too, so I gotta concentrate on that edge. It's all right, huh? Hey, I'll get it. I will get it. That's all I know. That's good. That's flush. Liking that. Liking where that is. Where that is. That is. Okay, right there. It's probably just a hair low, but it's okay up to there. See, I took out just a hair too much right in there. All right. So now I can double check it again, and that's how I'm going to do this whole thing. But once I get up to one spot, let's say, I don't have to go any further. I don't have to go any further than that. Okay, I can just, I forget where this one was. I think it was right here. I can just go back, and I can start placing these in there. And I want to make sure they stay up tight, okay? Like so. And I want to make sure they stay up tight because when I get to the other end, if I don't have enough room, then I'm going to have to move them. And I can do that. I can take my little screwdriver and push them, and get the last one in and all. And it should go nice and easy. And I'll have the same reveal down. The garage door will go exactly where it's supposed to be. And this is going to look good. This is going to look good when it's done. I've got it. And I'm going to just keep checking it with that. And I'm glad I had my 6-inch drywall knife. And that's all I've got. I was gonna take my I got a little block of wood and my hammer. and just give it a one tap. Don't hit it too hard. Don't hit it too hard. And if you have a bulge in here, don't think, oh, I'll just beat it down and have the brick displace the sand on any bubbles. Don't do that, because you could crack these. I cracked one. I cracked one when I was doing all these. And I'll show you where it is. Where was it? See, it was underneath this bush. And I tried to beat on it a little bit more. And see, I cracked. There's a hairline crack right there. At least it's underneath the bush. Because I took literally almost all those along the side, and then there was lots of them that were caved in here. And just over time, with the rain, the snow, you get ants in here that crawl around, that start making little tunnels underneath the bricks, depending. And I had a little ant colony in here. I sprayed for the ants, put some more sand down in there. I did that about a year ago. Everything's all nice and flat still. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I fixed the outside trim. This was all cattywampus down at an angle. I redid that. I re-angled those up there because I had to pull all those out. I'm not a brick guy by any means. I don't have to be a brick guy, because if you take the bricks out, we're just reusing the same bricks. Okay, little by little, I'm going to keep going, and I'll show you my progress when I get to there or so. Okay, I'm not going to show you every single solitary second, but you get the idea, right? Do a good job now. Take your time and do it right. It doesn't take any longer. Well, it takes a little bit longer to do things right, but hey, you're right in the middle of it. Don't slap through it and think, oh, I have to go somewhere in an hour and I got to hurry up and rush. That's going to be good enough. Don't do that, you know. This is your signature when you get done. If it's crooked, it's going to be crooked. If it's dipsy doodle and when the garage door goes down, it's still not holding a tight seal, that's on you. Then if you want to fix it, you're going to have to pull some bricks up and do it again. I don't want to do that. I want to do it once and be done with it. That's why I'm taking my time and doing it right.